Hi people! You know how they say when the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. I abused the income I earned in my 20s. I started working in corporate Nigeria at 21, and none of all that money followed me to my 30s. It took me losing my job to realize that I had goofed. I had no savings. So shortly after I lost my job, I became very broke. I'm sure you wonder how abuse being inevitable and my income, since I said I spent everything. Let me make something clear to you. The income you earn today is not just for today. The income you earn today is for today and tomorrow. Know this and know peace. Hello, my name is Adenike Omogenaija. The only kind of conversations we have on this channel are those that help us on our journey towards financial freedom and self-actualization. I invite you, subscribe to this channel and click the notification button so that you can be notified when I upload new videos. Also, so that you can be part of the conversation. I would love to relate with you in the comment section. Today's video is about the money mistakes I made in my 20s. However, that is not the purpose. The purpose is to highlight how I corrected those mistakes. So if you are watching this video and you are earning income, you are not making those mistakes, congratulations. You will learn how not to make the mistakes. If you are watching this video and you have made money mistakes, congratulations also, you are in the right place. You would learn how to correct those mistakes and set yourself on a better path towards financial freedom. Now, there's a third category of people. If you are here, you have made those mistakes, you have corrected them, thank you for tuning in. I believe that you would make comments to educate us on the mistakes you made and how you corrected those mistakes. But before I go to the mistakes, there were some good money habits I learned in my 20s that I would like to share with you. Number one, I learned how to save. We had a cooperative society in my office that encouraged people to save, and I took the opportunity. Number two, I learned to sharpen my skills as an entrepreneur. I started 3 businesses in my 20s. Also, I learned how to spot opportunities. There's a particular opportunity that I'd like to gist you about. So at a time in my 20s, I was learning fashion designing. When I closed from work, I usually close at 5. I would go to the fashion shop at 6 and then close at around 9 p.m. There was this day we had a tailor's cloth that we wanted to make. And the tailor's cloth requires something that we call industrial overlocking. The next day when I came back from work, I asked my boss, how far with the industrial overlocking? They said it wasn't done yet. I was at the industrial overlocker's place. Okay. The day after I came back from work again, 48 hours, and I asked him how far. He said the same thing. I was like, what? Why will all of us be relying on only one industrial overlocker? Can't I start this business? And my boss encouraged me. We made calls that night. We found out what the machine costed, the generator, the space we were going to need, everything. Then I got to work, asked for a loan, and I was in business and I made cool money. I made daily money. Daily money is sweet. If you are going to be financially free, you must be able to spot opportunities. Now let's go to the mistakes I made. Number one, I was saving to consume. I will save money quite all right, but I was eating everything. That is certainly not the best way to save. Number two, I had investments, or rather, I started side hustles, but I was eating the income from my side hustles. The third mistake I made was I was giving money that I didn't have. Somebody will come to me and say, oh, Nike, I need money. Instead of me to say that I don't have, when somebody comes to me, I'll go and take a loan. Yes, I will take a loan and give it to. I tell people these days, finance lesson 101, do not give money that you don't have. And lastly, I lived above my means. Now we're at an important part of the video. How I corrected the mistakes I made. I began to save to invest. Finish. I stopped saving to consume. So I belong to a cooperative where we do contribution. There are about 10 of us. The 10 of us will contribute money. One person will collect first, one person will collect second. Listen, if I'm collecting number 8, by the time we begin the contribution, I already know what I want. 8 months time, what I want to use my money for in 8 months time. I already know how I want to invest it. So I stopped saving to consume. I began to save to invest. I encourage you, save to invest. Don't save money and keep in your bank account. It's a waste of money. Save to invest. Secondly, I began to plow back the income from my investment and reinvest it. So my portfolio began to increase. When you invest and you are making money, I beg you, do not eat the income from your investment. If you eat the income from your investment, your portfolio will remain the same year in, year out. Thirdly, I hardly give money that I don't have. If you ask me for money now and I have, I give it to you. If you ask me for money and I don't have, it is, I'm sorry, I can't afford to give you this money now. Stop giving money that you cannot afford. If you have been doing that before, you are impoverishing yourself. Lastly, I no longer live above my means. Remember, I mentioned that. I graduated from living above my means to living within my means. I've graduated further to living below my means. Living below your means increases your future means. There's a video that comes to mind. I'll reference it below. I think you should see it. Do you think that you're familiar with any of the money mistakes I mentioned? Or are there money mistakes that you are making that I didn't mention and you would like us to talk about as a community? Please make a comment. Also, if there are money mistakes that you have made and that you have corrected, please make a comment also. I'd like to learn from you and I would like other viewers to learn from you so that we can all become better financially. If you haven't already done so, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Lastly, be generous. Share this video with your network of friends. Remember, the more we share, the more we have. Be real.